and experts say is one mutation away from becoming a human-to-human pandemic. So very good that they're firing health officials.
Hey, y'all.
Department of Homeland Security, National Park
Hey,
Service,
hey, hey,
Veterans
hey.
Affairs, which I'll get to more detail.
I
So
am
Republicans love their troops,
watching
but
this
they just laid off 1,000 people who are supposed to,
global news,
handle and
actually.
treat the troops. Many of the people who work in
And
Veterans Affairs are veterans. EPA,
I was
General
trying to get it on
Services
my
Administration,
phone.
Internal Revenue
Didn't feel like going
Service,
to
Small
the
Business
computer.
Administration, U.S. Forest
So
Service. There's a
I
lot more,
hope y'all
but that's the
join
quick
me.
notes. Before we get into, full detail, Steve, what's your overarching thoughts?
Well, first of all, because I understand economics, I watch dumb fucks that don't know economics sitting there saying, this should have been done forever ago. Thank God. Don't you think it's great? And it's because stupidity reigns supreme in this country. Every time you cut government spending, it doesn't just, it's first of all, let's get this out of the way. It isn't some leprechaun's tax dollars, okay? There is no tax dollars being spent here. These fucking morons that are so happy to see their neighbors get fired. I swear to God, I fucking hate them. I don't just wish they were smarter and understood more. I fucking hate them. Okay? That's number one. Because they're thinking they're saving time, but they're so excited about cutting waste, but they're giving Elon Musk $9 billion fucking dollars. But yeah, let's go ahead and cut some little shit down the street that needs to pay for their mortgage, or pay for their fucking rent, or get food for their family. Just despise these fucking disgraceful, disgusting human beings. Because what they're doing is not benign. It's not just, oh, well, you
I
have
hear
an
that.
opinion, I have an opinion. People are really fucking getting hurt. And I swear to God, it wouldn't be in any way, shape, or form out of the pale if those people that got hurt were to go ahead and react and take some of these fuckers out.
P.F. Chang's is hosting a chef's feast.
Wow. Let me try to fumble with this. Okay.
It's another person's income. So every one of those people that shopped at your mom and pop's fucking breakfast stand, or went and bought electricity, or paid for gas, or bought their kids a book, that was income that they had that they spent
To
into
the
your
two people
pockets.
that are
But because people are
here,
so
thank
fucking
you.
hateful, so fucking
8 people.
stupid,
Oh, wow.
they cheer it on.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you
tell
for
right now,
joining
this
me.
country is so fucked because of that kind of
Give me a
disgusting,
number
like, I can't even call
2,
it
a
human
number 1
behavior.
if you could
It's
hear
not even
me.
human behavior, what I'm seeing. It's some disgusting strain of disgrace. And if I were a parent and I saw my kids celebrating that shit, I swear to God, I would beat the taste out of their mouth. It's so, and if I saw a parent doing it, I'd probably do same. Because people are going to die from this. People are going to die from it.
I want to address, because there might be some MAGA people in the chat saying this is such a great thing. I'm going to show this one comment. I'm going to show this one comment. I assume, Jake, I'm not attacking you.
Thanks for watching
assume you
TV
genuinely
with
believe this is a
me.
good thing. Let me explain why it's
Thank
not.
you.
Jordan, do you not generally see this as a good thing for Americans? We've cut a ton, all caps, of wasteful spending and are finally holding people accountable for frivolous spending and money laundering. Okay, Jake, with all due respect, okay? Elon Musk, for example, when he took over Twitter, very, very quickly, and this is the Silicon Valley mentality and how they do things, very, very quickly took a machete to Twitter. They cut like 75% of the staff. That is not an exaggeration, okay? And very, very quickly, there were major issues with Twitter, meaning like it was not working. Like glitches, you would go on Twitter and you would get a pause, or huge problems in terms of load times, a slowdown of loading tweets. You had
So the name of this video,
at some points it totally went offline. It was annoying, but it's not life or death.
if you all can see,
Elon Musk, and forget Trump for a second. Let's not pretend this is actually
it's
Trump, because literally
it's
give the government
on.
over to Elon Musk because in large ways, Elon Musk saved Donald Trump from jail. I know that people don't want to hear that, but Trump benefited to the tune of almost $300 million from Elon Musk. Might have won the election either without Musk. We don't know. But the point is, there is no way, Jay, in less than 100 days, and the government is much bigger than Twitter. There is no way to, in a smart, precise, neither Steve and I are saying no fraud or abuse exists in government. Of course, they should be routinely auditing government to see, are there areas that are redundant positions, this and that.
Right.
That's not what we're talking about.
Wasteful
spending. You cannot
spending.
go in less than 100 days and smartly identify the fat or redundant positions or unnecessary positions. The only way you could do this across the board is recklessly, haphazardly, and just say, what did Elon Musk say in his little Oval Office spectacle list? Yeah, sure, we'll make mistakes and we'll fix them. But the problem is, when you make mistakes in Twitter, it's just annoying. Nobody dies. Nobody doesn't get a Social Security check. Nobody loses their position.
That's deep.
Nobody, goes down in a plane crash because there's not enough flight attendants. So this idea people have, sure, it sounds good, efficiency. It sounds good, cut the fat, cut waste. But that's not what they're doing because you cannot.
I think I'm going to end this. I've been on almost 7 minutes.
They don't do it like you don't just buy a company and lay off everybody in a week.
I'm gonna finish watching this.
To identify areas to cut.
Keep my thoughts to myself.
If you're a MAGA person watching and you actually think the people being laid off is wasteful spending or fat, I'm here to tell you that's not the case. And how you want proof of that? Colin, let's show the NBC News article. Trump administration wants to unfire nuclear safety workers that they fired, again, recklessly, but can't figure out how to reach them. The workers whose agency oversees the nation's nuclear stockpile have been fired on Thursday and lost access to their federal government email accounts. National Nuclear Security Administration officials on Friday attempted to notify some employees who had been let go the day before that they are now due to be reinstated, but they struggled to find them because they didn't have their new contact information. An email sent to employees at NNSA and obtained by NBC News, officials wrote, the termination letters for some NNSA probationary
How do I
employees
get
are being
out of
received,
here?
but we do not have a good way to get in touch with those personnel. That's what I'm talking about, Steve. This is when you're just a tech bro and you just say, hey, cut across the board. 4% here, 10%. It doesn't matter what positions you're cutting. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter if their positions are life or death. That's not cutting waste, fraud, or abuse. That is literally treating the federal government like it's some Silicon Valley startup.
Look, I have an MBA. Means nothing. But for people that are into this shit, that means I understand business, okay? What I'm trying to tell you is there's nothing like a private sector company that is the federal government.
I can't end this live.
In any way, shape, or form. Number two, every one of those employees, none of it's coming from your tax money. Not a penny of it is coming from your tax money. So what is the point? What is the purpose of causing so much pain and suffering on those people? The real problem is that idiots think that it's their tax dollars. That's number one. Until we eradicate and tell Nina Turner, please stop talking about your taxpayer money. Until we tell the others, stop talking about your fucking taxpayer money. These people are going to continue to think they're saving taxpayer money, and they're not. It's fundamentally not how the goddamn system works. Okay?
Well, I don't like that word, that G word.
It's brand new money, every single penny of it.
I'm hearing what they say, and I'm listening. I can hear it.
Money. That's how fiat currency works. Period.
Can you explain? Because I don't think people are getting it. I used to be an LOL libertarian. I used to be one. So let me see this. Because I come from an LOL libertarian point of view. I'm supportive of the government becoming smaller, especially if it means my tax dollars. See, right there. That whole sentence is trash. Taxes serve only one purpose, really. To be fair, I mean, they serve four, but one in particular, and that's let's be clear. federal taxes. What Steve
That's
is
what we're
saying
talking
is,
about.
yeah, we're not talking about taxes you pay for state and local government, which actually you are paying for services there. Go ahead.
So at the federal level, your federal government, and I'm sorry, get out of your Creature from Jekyll Isle book, because I know that's next. Okay? Get your Rothschilds, throw it in the trash.
Mm.
All right? We don't have time for lies and nonsense.
Mm.
The federal government, when it spends money into existence, it writes a bill, it writes a law, it hires someone. That money is then created.
How do I
out of thin air, just
stop
like Social
and
Security.
stream?
Your Social Security isn't even paid for by the money we put in. That is a skin in the game tax that pulls money out of the economy. It's merely put there for people to think, I pay into it. It doesn't actually exist. Once a government receives, it's like Sbarro's. You think Sbarro's is jonesing for 50 cent off coupons? Holy shit, we can't fund our pizza empire if we don't have more fucking 50 cent coupons that we create ourselves. This is the problem. People. Okay. And believe me, it's
found the
so
mic.
easy to point at Israel and say, all of our tax dollars are going to fund Israel. And it's not even happening that way. You haven't seen your taxes go up to fund anything. In fact, in many ways, you've seen your taxes go down and the spending go up. Oh, but what about the national debt? The national debt is nothing but the net money supply. That's it. To a penny, the net money supply. So when money is taxed out, that's why it's not, oh, they just keep printing money. They literally tax money out of existence, spend new money into existence.